Chelsea, we love you.
We love you,
Yeah,
Chelsea.
we do. We love you, Chelsea.
United.
Man. Yeah, and welcome to another episode of Pod with the Owens, featuring your boys, Mr. AB, Mr. Elzevin, aka Manchester United, Mr. O'Neill, aka Mr. Chelsea, and my boy Shane Charo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charo it is. Anyway, we got a jam-packed show for you today. We'll be discussing the last week of Premier League fixtures, and Nilo will also be giving us his predictions. Shane, last round it didn't do so. Nilo, I think, won maybe this time. But
Well,
I'm very confident.
my predictions were out,
But the wins were
but the
correct.
wins and
okay,
yeah,
okay.
at least 3 of them were correct, no?
So you passed the test. Okay.
What is the pass mark 3?
What's the pass mark? We left to
Because I
see
got
there.
the Villa one right. They won by 2. I said 1. The other one I got was City,
Yeah.
and the last one was United.
Oh yeah, you got
But
it.
3 can't be the pass mark.
No, it's 5, bruh. It used to be 5 fixtures.
So you didn't pass.
No, it's
Oh,
alright
but
if
yeah,
I
we
fail.
are
They will
30%
push you through
in.
to the next grade.
Yeah, we just
Push you in.
No, okay, yeah.
No, but
no.
by me, if I win a United one, it's like I won all.
No, we just push you in. But
I got that one right.
let's start there. I wanna no. Yeah, let's start there. On the weekend you guys took it out, FA Cup. What do you think?
Well,
When-
firstly,
when wrong in
I'm
that
happy when
game.
you guys get excited. You
I
Liverpool Chihuahuas that make me.
Oh,
The whole week. United get 1 L.
Yeah.
After 19 games with no loss.
Nobody.
19 games with no loss.
But
Now the
You were
Chihuahuas
beating
are
relegation teams, bruh. You were beating relegation teams. You were
If
power.
I get an L,
19 games.
If I
They
get
beat
a
City
L.
in that time, man.
boss,
At Old Trafford,
if I
2-0.
get an L,
No.
you also a
Yeah,
The
Chihuahua.
question was
Okay.
asked to me, guys.
Telling us we're playing bird vs. Kevin Paul.
Yeah, you are.
No,
You
bruh.
played City, you were kicking route 1.
So now when you win,
No, I'm
you
just
lose, you go to
no,
Park, must-
no. I got a 3-1. You got 4 from City, and you were
It's
nowhere to be
fine.
found.
It's okay.
But wait, what was the question?
what happens after the end
What
of the
was
game?
the question? You
Take
asked
it
me a
out.
question. I am allowed to talk and express myself. But now you are still. Leave me. Let me talk.
I'm asking you, what's the game on the weekend?
And
What
you
went
ask me
wrong?
another question.
No, what went wrong on the
Yeah,
weekend?
but
with
I'm
the
trying to
FA Cup?
express myself, and you are one of those
How
coaches
I
that are
can-
holding me behind.
No,
Okay, allow me to
You
express
started
myself.
with Liverpool,
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
How did the pod
No.
start, guys? How did the pod start?
No, you were coming. Chihuahuas and all of that. Tell us how the game went on the
I know my
weekend.
people agree with me that Liverpool people are Chihuahuas, make a lot of noise. But anyway, game of the weekend, and I did predict on our storyline in terms of me not being confident about United based on we'll only see you via the starting lineup. And again, where it went wrong for United was how we came out, changing our shape, changing a few personnel. All of that was against us because it didn't look like the players were confident enough, even on the field. Playing so slow, lethargically out from the back, worked against us. I think any team could have pressed us on the day. I don't want to take the gloss off of Chelsea's win because they deserve to win the game over 90 minutes. And to me, I don't mind losing FA Cup knowing that I'll get into the Champions League because I've seen a lot of people writing a whole lot of crap this week in terms of Ole should have done this FA Cup, just play everybody. But Van Gaal was fired when he won the FA Cup the same night. So, and never made the Champions League. He was fired. So, it's either you win FA Cup. I'm just thinking, you win FA Cup. Let's just say you started Marcus Rashford, started Martial, Greenwood, everybody else. All of a sudden, 1 or 2 knocks that could be maybe detrimental against West Ham or whatever. You drop points there. Now we look back and we say, they should have not played this one. What was important to Ole? What was important to Man United? So for me, I don't mind losing against Chelsea. I told Nilo also before the game, I don't mind that. But as long as I get into the Champions League, I've won the FA Cup before.
So is that based on, okay, so you guys play tonight, right? and then you play, which we'll discuss. We'll just flow into it. You guys play Leicester. So, are you saying that you lost to Chelsea, but if you win tonight, it also looks kind of like what you were saying now in terms of not starting Greenwood and Pogba and those guys. What happens if you guys don't win tonight as well? Because
That's a
then,
big problem.
yeah, because then you lost to Chelsea, you lost to West Ham. You did bench Pogba and Greenwood because of that reason. You were looking forward to the game. Maybe even you did hear the result
Yeah,
or
of
see
course.
the result or whatever of,
Yeah.
Leicester.
Of Spurs and Leicester.
Yeah, but I'm sure you would have decided long before that his starting lineup.
Probably.
You know, but at least you have to win tonight.
Yeah. But also, guys, where I'll put my coach's hat on you and say, you know your players, how well they all came back from lockdown, their fitness and so on. You know also how long a Greenwood can go. Maybe Greenwood needed a little bit more rest. Maybe Paul also give him a little bit more rest. Because also remember we got Europa coming up where we stand a great chance of winning Europa. Despite
Isn't-
what teams
isn't
are
there
in there.
a break, small break in between before you play Europa?
Well, it depends what's a small break to you because also who do we play with in that 2 weeks in order just to gain some momentum. And now I know Ole probably wanted to play Fred from the start. Give Fred a go from the start. Let's see because he's been coming on off the bench every time, and now he doesn't take his opportunity. So now the manager looks bad. Whereas at United, the way it's always been is if you sign for Man United, you must be able to play for Man United. Whether you come off the bench, start from the beginning, and if you're on the bench and you come and get a start for the first time, like Fred, you don't lift your hand up. It makes it so easy for Paul and them always to keep starting games. Now we have to question our depth now again. What's happening now with the depth of our team? Chelsea look good on the day also, even though they made a few changes here and there, whatever. But Lampard's been changing his team every now and again. And it can work for you or it can work against you. It just depends on the result. Because if United had to win FA Cup game, people are going to say, it's good that Ole gave him a little bit of a chance here, just wanted to play, whatever. Now at least he has fresh legs. Everything was positive. But because there was a bad result, and there was nothing wrong for me with the formation, it's just the energy that United showed on the pitch wasn't there. And also, it didn't look for me like Chelsea was the best team on the pitch in that 45 minutes before the goal went in. Yes, they were pressing, but both teams, like watching the game, it looked so boring. All of a sudden, the goal changes the game. And like I said, I don't take the gloss off of the win. For second half, we were supposed to come out there a different team. The hair didn't help, but again, they had to work to get their goal. You understand? If you don't shoot, you don't score. Mount tries a shot from outside the 18, ball goes in, it's a goal. I
But
can't just
also-
blame my keeper for that. I'm taking away the opportunity of Mount saying no. I'm gonna try my luck.
But also, like you're saying there with the Gaya, they had United a lot of opportunities to defend the situation.
That's why, like I said, guys, if I put my coach's hat on, we have to ask, how did the ball firstly get there? Who didn't press on time? Who lost the ball? How did they lose the ball? But still, number one Spanish goalkeeper has to do better than that. You getting paid a lot of money. I don't care. You get paid a lot of money. You're Spanish number one. You Manchester United's number one goalkeeper. Why I say Manchester number one goalkeeper is if you look at our goalkeepers all the years back, we're top goalkeepers. You can't be beaten with churkis like it. You can't.
And then, just to quickly finish it up, okay, just quickly, tonight,
I
gonna
say
win the
United
game?
win, yeah.
score?
3-1.
Okay. And then, yeah, just to quickly finish it, Nilo, you guys came in, you guys are playing Wolves, of course, on the weekend. But before we speak about that, Chelsea are coming now of a result that they will take a lot of pride in because they love to win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
coach said also, he loves the FA Cup, wants to win the FA Cup. So, what did you take away from that game? Like Xavier says, until the goal went in, the game was very dull, very boring. What do you take from that game, especially on the confidence side? Like from Sunday now building up to tonight as well. You're also playing tonight Liverpool, and then of course Wolves on the weekend?
Um, Sunday's game, first half was boring because not too many chances created. So it was Chelsea go and attack, they get to the box, lose the ball. United go attack, they lose the ball before it even gets to the keeper. It was like that the whole time. If it wasn't for the injury just before halftime, I don't think the goal
Biased
goes
injury.
in, the game would have been different. Because it would have still been boring. Let's just say till subs were made. I guess. But because the time went on, they basically almost played an hour the first half.
Yeah, because of the delay.
It was like 11 minutes added, bruh.
And it also shows, like, as a team, I'm sure everybody would have probably said that don't fall asleep. Now it's a crucial time in the game to concede a goal just before halftime. It's a good time for them to score a goal. It's a bad time for United to concede, because now even the coach's plan goes out the window. Because I'm sure,
the change also with
100%.
Martial coming also Bailey there.
and I'm sure he probably wanted to hold on to Martial maybe till that 60th minute or something,
Yeah.
or the first drinks break after halftime. But that's just football at the end of the day. You take your chances, you score, and also don't take again the gloss off of the movement from Giroud in the box.
Yes.
The fact that, Absoluqueta and James, that quick 1-2s and stuff around on the right hand side, could deliver it. Because on another day, bad delivery, ball goes out, could have been, it's a half chance again. But now Giroud, especially he was going to leave the team. There was talk in the beginning of the season to lift himself up to be where he is today, scoring pivotal goals, even against Norwich. I think you guys won 1-0. 1-0 against Norwich. That's a key 3 points there for Chelsea for Champions League football.
Yes.
So I think a lot of people don't give Giroud and Chelsea the credit they're supposed to get. I think a lot of people, especially within the media, is very vocal when it comes to the disappointment of Chelsea with certain things, especially 1 or 2 results go wrong. Maybe just because of the inconsistency. But again, it's going to take time for Lampard.
Yeah, no. As I said on Sunday also, even if we lost the game, I just wanted to see how we would perform on the day. I was very happy with what I seen. It looked or it seemed to me like the guys were happy. There was no rumors in the media or anything bothering them. Tammy, we were speaking a whole week about it, about the Tammy situation. Sunday when he came on, him and Hudson Odoi were playing with the ball. They were having fun with the ball.
Different energy.
Yeah, different energy. So I was just happy with the performance. The score I wasn't worried about. I'm happy we won. It at least gives me some hope for the next 2 games. You don't want to go into the next game I lost. Like United now. So if Xavier can tell you now he's nervous about tonight's game, it's because of the weekend. It plays a part.
Because the thing is, you don't know what type of mindset is the players
The
coming
player
in.
is gonna come back in.
Like, you hope obviously that they lift themselves up. You still got a lot to play for, but you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. There's also what type of mindset is Chelsea going into the Liverpool game. But now the tails are up. They just beat United on the weekend. They feel like United is also a very good team. They never played against a West Ham or a Villa, whatever. They played a good team that's part of the Champions League chase. So now that their tails are up, they're coming to Anfield, which is going to be a difficult game, of course. But yeah,
If you look at our last 3 fixtures, United, Liverpool, Wolves, it's very difficult games to go into. Imagine the pressure that people won't be putting on them. I'm sure maybe some of them, they've been in that many times. It doesn't bother them, but they still get nervous.
And some guys, you have to start all games.
Yeah, and remember, my squad is young. Some of them don't understand the pressure that they are in now. It's their first season fighting for Champions League spot.
But there was the that's actually what I wanted to ask you next about the point that Xavier made. How do you guys go into tonight's game? Do you guys come there and play the way Chelsea want to play? Because at the end of the day, you have to do that. You have to come in, and if Lampard wants to, because that's how you really see managers, especially when they're at new clubs. They go to away grounds and they don't sacrifice. Arteta, okay, maybe he feels he doesn't have the players to play the football he wants right now. So he will play a low block against it. He will play a low block against Liverpool. But Lampard doesn't seem to be that guy. He wants to go. He wants to teach these young boys that wherever we go, we are going to play Chelsea football.
Yeah, he wants them to. He wants them to play, bro.
So tonight you're coming with an attacking.
He's gonna probably go the same. I think he will play three at the back. I think he will go three.
But do you
at the
think
back.
he's gonna press on the front foot or he's gonna sit back?
Liverpool's a pressing team. I think he'll go pressing also. He's gonna go on the front foot, bro. He's not. Think about it. We have nothing to lose now. We have to win here, bro. If we win here, it qualifies us for Champions League. It's a
You're
yes.
gonna draw.
It's gonna be difficult. No, not a draw, bro.
A draw.
No.
How much are you on?
I don't know how much.
We forgot we had to write.
62. I'm probably on 6. No, I'm on 63. You on 62.
Hmm.
So if I draw, I go 2 points above you. You and Leicester. And then what if Leicester beat you, bruh?
Yeah, but if
But
I
you win tonight
today,
and
I-
Leicester beat me,
that's what I'm saying.
then I'm out, bruh.
Then you're out because
Goal
of goal
difference is
difference.
bad.
That's what
I'm
I'm
on
saying.
15
Just
or
a
16.
draw for you is fine. Because if Leicester beat me on the last day, somehow you're still in. You just need a point. You just need a point tonight. Or against Wolves. Then
Okay.
you're fine.
Yeah, I need 3 points.
So that's why in my mind I'm thinking Lampard's gonna go cautious, not too low, but he's gonna play a mid block against them. Because also they know, I think Lampard and them will know the long ball from a Virgil van Dijk, from anyone at the back there. With that little drop of a shoulder of Salah, ball comes over the top. If you're gonna allow too much space in behind, especially with your defenders, because you know your defense is a little bit inconsistent. So how much protection does
He's not
that
gonna
back
start for
five
Lonzo
need?
tonight. I don't think
Yeah,
he'll
you
play
struggle,
three
you
at the
struggle
back.
on
He's
the
gonna play
side.
Ashpili on the left and Reece on the right.
You trust me.
But you don't think he'll probably go with the same United lineup because of keep the momentum? I'm just playing devil's
That's
No,
what-
you but
That was my
you
thought.
just like Barkley and them.
Pulisic also.
Pulisic, yeah.
Pulisic, they don't think he'll
That's
start.
possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up quickly. So, what do you think that tonight's game, Liverpool, Chelsea,
Yeah.
prediction wise?
Prediction wise, I see Liverpool beating me, but I'm hoping my team can at least get the point. I give it 1-1.
When you say that,
I know. 1-1.
So, what do you think tonight? We're gonna eat them.
Huh?
We are gonna eat them tonight.
ish.
I'm feeling
we-
confident tonight.
if we play,
Tonight, I'm feeling confident.
if we play the way we played against Arsenal and don't take the chances, it's gonna be the same result. Chelsea will do the same thing. They need to make sure in front.
We need to
That
win.
the
But
ball
it's
is-
gonna
we
be
need
in
to
my
win.
game.
Because
we
you
need
can't
to
have
finish,
20
must take our
something
chances through.
chances and not
Yeah.
no
We haven't
goal.
been taking our
It's gonna
chances.
be in my game.
Alright.
But I see it maybe 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go 3-1 lovers. Salah's on fire tonight.
Save it.
4-3 Liverpool.
So that's
4-3.
almost a
Yeah, I think
big
there's
game.
gonna be a lot of
Goals.
goals because of not just the players that Chelsea's arrested, but the silly goals that you guys have been conceding at the back. Sometimes there's a little bit of a thing that also creeps in. No, listen to what I'm saying. Edison, he's not been the best. No, listen. I want you guys to win, but think about the goals that you guys have been conceding. Even the Burnley one. I mean, how you guys have been playing. At the back, wait, have you guys been so consistent at the back that you can be like, no,
Not consistent, but two mistakes against Arsenal, yeah. Before that, we weren't really mistakes. Maybe we didn't defend the situation well or what. But you know, the mistakes like the one of Virgil, that's a mistake, yeah. I mean, maybe the boys didn't press well in the front. Maybe the boys in the midfield didn't press the one for Burnley or whatever, you know.
Those are
are
excuses you are giving for
those are
for Arsenal.
situations. No,
I mean,
those are
for Chelsea,
no.
I mean, what's your team's name? For Liverpool.
Those are situations that we couldn't defend properly. But I mean,
Yeah,
the
but
two
every
mistakes
team
now,
can
it's
say
not like we're
that.
starting mistakes
No.
all the time since the break.
I'm giving my prediction, and I'm saying I think it will be a high-scoring game based on these facts that I've watched. Football is an opinionated sport. You can give your opinion.
No,
This is
it's
my
fine.
opinion.
It's
But you're
fine.
fighting my opinion about Liverpool conceding.
No, you
I
can't
still
say
said
mistakes.
Liverpool will
You
score.
can't say mistakes.
Oh, so it's not a mistake.
No,
So,
the two against Arsenal, yeah, they mistakes.
so wait, your goalkeeper never gave the ball 3 times away with the
Which
Arsenal game where it could have been
No, the
something.
Arsenal game we made mistakes.
Okay, I'm-
But
I'm
before
trying
that,
to
they
prove a
weren't really
point.
mistakes.
You're playing against a team that presses well also
Okay, no, it's fine.
in Chelsea.
It's okay.
Arsenal also pressed well. They caused mistakes.
But we didn't make gang mistakes. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say we made gang mistakes.
Okay, we didn't make
Next
a lot
one.
of mistakes.
Next one. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not gonna win this.
Let's start with Arsenal v Watford. Say no. Let me start with you with Arsenal v Watford. Gunners coming in there with some confidence on the weekend. They beat City. Good game and good master plan there by Arteta to beat City. Watford, oof, plus they're away. So what do you think?
Lost last
How
night.
do you see that?
Yeah, so
They lost, yes, they lost, but they are riding up some kind of cloud nine at the moment.
no.
I mean,
no.
in the camp.
It's the hot and cold. There's no cloud nine.
Hello,
You can't not have a shot on target against you. What come two excellent wins like that, then you come and you don't have a shot on target.
But also they made changes, guys.
No, man.
No, they made changes. Think about it. Arsenal is a team that's struggling. But like even before lockdown, they weren't doing amazing. They were doing much better than what they were doing before because Arteta came in. A little bit of different energy. But I think Arteta knows he probably only has 11 players that he can build around at the
Yeah, I
moment.
know it. But look at every team. Majority of the teams after beating a team like City, they go on a small bit of a run. You know what I mean? To say at least 2-3 games from that momentum. You just you lost now game. You just beat them, now you lost.
So what's your prediction?
Draw. 1-1.
I think Arsenal win the game. I think they finish strong. I think, bro, they beat Liverpool, they beat City on the weekend. Yes, they lost yesterday. I would say they did make up a few changes to the squad. Maybe some of their guys were also maybe a little bit tired. But between Tuesday and Sunday, Watford didn't play this weekend, eh? Or they did? They lost.
They lost
They
yesterday.
lost yesterday 4-0.
They lost.
City.
No, on the weekend. Oh yeah, no, they lost 4-0. So they have about the same recovery time, but I think Arsenal will edge them 2-0. I think Watford, that's the end of Watford. Relegated.
Arsenal 3-1. Only because they don't have European football next season. So after the loss to Villa, I think they're gonna be very demotivated. Depending on how Arteta gets them back up, I think they're gonna come back from that. I think Arteta can get his squad to just try and end off on a good note. Do they still? I think they still have Europa League now to come up, right?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Are they out?
They're not out, Xavier.
Who they play?
One of
Yeah.
his. Are they
They're
out?
playing. They're still playing there, bro.
Yeah, Arsenal's still in Europa. No, because remember, there's so many teams they really not qualified. Yo, if they,
It was
yo,
last
if
32,
they didn't qualify, Xavier's right. Aye, then no way, oh, say.
Then
Yo, then he was struggling.
Arsenal 3-1.
Yeah, how many teams? Isn't it? That's
Two.
three teams from England. Or two go to Europe.
Three.
Or two.
Two. Oh, you mean when you qualify?
5,
Yeah.
6, 7.
5, yeah, 5, 6, 7. 6 and 7 playoff, ne?
Yeah.
But also remember, Arsenal win FA Cup, they go straight Europa.
Okay.
Yeah,
They go straight Europa.
Yeah.
And then Spurs misses out. How nice is it?
Nice.
Nice, no?
And it's again, remember that one season when Arsenal just popped Spurs
Yes.
on the log.
Yes.
Yo, every time Arsenal they get
Always,
a Spurs, bro.
always.
Savas?
always. I do think Arsenal's gonna win. I think Arsenal win probably 3, could even be 4. I think watching Watford yesterday against City, I know it's City, but remember what Arsenal, for me again, they got their tails up. They know they're in the FA Cup final. Everybody that's gonna be playing against Watford in the starting lineup, they want to lift their hands up to say, I want to play in that final, coach. So they're gonna go all out there. They're playing at the Emirates. Watford, I just think they also looked so deflated. Seeing Dini go off the field, his facial expression, it's like he knew it's over. Especially Villa win. And Villa played afterwards. Villa won the game. They got 3 points. And now they're above Watford. Because Watford's goal difference, they took a big knock because of that 4-0. And could have been worse. If Pep had to leave the likes of Sterling still on that was hungry to score, it would have been worse. But I do think Arsenal win, Watford relegated.
Okay. And then let's just get a prediction from Nilo. So you said Arsenal. By the way, Nilo is doing the predictions this week, as I said in the beginning. So we'll just flow with him. Burnley v Brighton.
I went 1-0 for Brighton. That's a fixture where I took a gamble. You know, with Burnley at home, they win a lot of games at home, and they know how to pack a pass, wins and draws at home. They can get, but I think because they in a comfortable spot, no pressure.
Both
And
teams.
they remember Watford is basically playing with a lot of youth, not only in the starting lineup but also on the bench.
To Watford or
Watford.
Oh, not Watford. Sorry, Burnley.
Burnley,
Burnley.
okay.
Sorry, Burnley. Burnley's playing with a lot of youngsters, so Sean Dyche might even just say youngsters go and press me. Let
So
me
you-
see.
So
what
you
I'm working with. I'm
so you're
going
going-
1-0 for Brighton.
Okay, cool. We'll continue with the rest of our fixtures. When we come back, we'll be discussing a little bit in depth of Chelsea v Wolves, and then we'll just flow again with the results. This episode has been sponsored by the Heritage Savings Club in association with the Geek Institute. The Heritage Savings Club, in association with the Geek Institute, offers its members a unique savings plan, free business and financial education, collective asset purchase, interest free loans, funeral benefits, how to build 3 or more sustainable businesses, and you can get access to silver, Bitcoin, and gold for just R100 per month with a R1 joining fee. Just contact Heritage Savings Club at gmail.com or 063 743 2774. That's Heritage Savings Club at gmail.com or 063 743 2774. Rolling. We're back from the break. Let's get straight into it. Chelsea v Wolves. Milo, you guys are going for Champions League. What do you see happening on the weekend?
I have to give my team a win, yeah, because I know what's on the line. I'm sure they know what's on the line. I'm sure Lampard knows what it means. If we do get Champions League, we get the signings we want. So I think final game weekend. If we lose tonight or win tonight, it also depends on if we win tonight. If we win tonight, it guarantees us top 4.
Yes.
So Lampard might even play a few of the youngsters, Tino and Jareen, some of the Lewis Bates is always on the bench. It's 17. So I'm sure Frank will give them a run. All those that haven't been playing much, like Pedro, his last game.
Wolves are coming into the game with some good form though.
Yeah, no, that's why I say depending on, we don't know how teams react to them losing or winning. So like with United, you don't know how they're gonna react to their next game, depending on their result, because of their result of the weekend. So if we lose tonight, what if my team comes out? They don't matter. They don't care about Wolves and their form. They're gonna go all out because they need the win.
That's if you win tonight.
If we lose, if we win tonight, then it doesn't really matter. Lampard can go there and lose and try new things, give people their last games, anything, bro.
So your final prediction is?
2-0 Chelsea, because we need it.
Sevi? Chelsea v Wolves.
I think Chelsea loses to Liverpool. I think Chelsea loses to Wolves, but they make Champions League.
Okay, so via the other results.
Yeah. The reason for me saying this, I just want to be a bit different with this. I do feel there's a spanner in the works somehow. But I do feel like it's going to be like knife edge, that to say the last 24, 25 minutes of the game. What's happening on Supersport 3, what's happening on 204, what's happening on 25. A lot of split screen stuff. Because for me, Chelsea get beat tonight. Wolves is also a difficult team to win, because they can make it difficult on the day.
Yeah.
And I just feel also, why I'm saying so is Chelsea versus Norwich wasn't as easy. Especially when things are not going your way. Norwich is not a good team that actually defends well. Now you have a team that's well coached that can defend well. Also, Europa is basically
Their spirits
guaranteed
were
also
down
to
in that
Wolves.
game, and Chelsea, what is it, 1-0?
Yeah, they just won 1-0. So that's what I'm saying. Let me throw a spanner in the works. Because I want Chelsea to end in the Champions League position. I want United also. Reason why I'm also saying so, it's good for the Premier League. Because Chelsea get good players that will come into the league. Like Kai Havertz, I still think it's going to happen. But the potential of a top centre-back maybe coming in, or another good midfielder possibly into the Premier League as a whole is very good for the Premier League. It's very good for the Premier League and for Champions League that United is also back in it. So I know Liverpool supporters and a lot of other supporters will be like, no, but actually we want them to lose. Good banter. We playing Europa again. But I just think for the whole of the Premier League, it's so good for those teams to be challenging in the Champions League. Because for me, if Leicester goes Champions League, they're out probably last 16.
Depending on the group.
I
Leicester,
don't think
the
so.
only reason Leicester went to last 16 is because they ended top when they won the league. They were first, so they get seeded with all the
I
top
was
teams.
about to say now.
If they end fourth, they're gonna be in a group of death, probably.
That's what I was about to say when you said maybe if you guys draw or win tonight, you guys are already in the Champions League. Do you actually play like this on the last day? Because where you see that is gonna be important. If you can end third and guaranteed yourself third place, you wanna end there because you don't know, you might be in a group where it's Barcelona, PSG, also in your group, and then the chances of you going through is a bit more
Because Barca
slim-ish.
finished second also. No? In the league.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's very tough. Like you gotta think far ahead also. Because now let's just say you play like this, you lose on the final day. As long as you got Champions League, all of a sudden draw you like, yo, should have rather ended third, man. We could have maybe been in that easy group that maybe United or Leicester's in, whatever. I'm just saying, there's no group that's easy.
And you see in Champions League, it's no more than one group of them. You get two, three,
Yeah,
two,
there's like
you
two,
get
three,
two,
yes.
three groups. That's,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go draw.
Draw?
Draw 2-2. I think Wolves just come to the game with a lot of form, good form. They are confident. They also want to finish strong. Chelsea will lose tonight. But
More pressure on Chelsea, no?
But
no
then,
on the
pressure on
final day.
Chelsea. But I think they draw on the weekend and still make it.
Yeah.
Into the
I
Champions
don't
League.
see that happening on because if I draw, Leicester is definitely gonna try and get a point from United at least.
Yeah,
But
but
everybody
we'll see
plays
how
the same
it
time,
goes.
though.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
No, but I'm with Nilo, yeah. I say Chelsea 2-1.
Okay.
If because of Liverpool beating them, for sure.
Tonight.
They're gonna go. They want to, as you saying also, depending on where they finish on the log, they only want to get the fourth. So better they're in the best position now to get that. So if they lose tonight and then still draw, they're gonna get fourth possibly.
I think the only reason maybe why, come I talk on your side also, why we're giving Wolves a little bit of a chance is the quality that Wolves also has in the team compared to, your lower teams. Even if you play Burnley, you should win. But somehow Burnley just messes it up a bit here and there. Let's say like when you guys play them, when Liverpool play them, but also Liverpool was unlucky. But now with Wolves, you have so much quality in the team that can actually upset you on the night or on the day. Traore can just come, all of a sudden, Traore 2 assists. Where he come from? Jimenez always stands a chance of scoring if he's provided with the service. Set pieces, they'll always be dangerous. We know how Chelsea's also been from set pieces. And Wolves from set pieces, they're very dangerous. That's why I say, I side with Ants. It could be a draw, but Wolves is not going to make it an easy game for Chelsea.
No, but the reason why I'm saying it's 2-1 is because their last few games, they've been scoring late in the game. And going up against Chelsea, they're going to have chances within their time. And they're going to take their chances. So that's why I say 2-1. I think the last few games they're getting late calls. Chelsea's looking for the win and the third spot.
I think one other point, Ants, before you go on. Wolves is the type of team that loves playing against the big six because also of results and how things have been. I think they're a team that's set up in the way they play. They're accustomed to maybe not having the ball when they play against the top 6 teams, where they can hurt them mainly in the transition. And when they play against lower teams or teams that are with them like in the same predicament, it becomes more of a game that is difficult to watch. It's not pleasing to the eye.
And they lost their own game to us.
Yeah, let's see. But like we said, a team that I think they feel like they can go like toe to toe with the big 6. They have that kind of confidence. But let's move on. Milo, take us through Palace v Spurs and Everton v Bournemouth.
Spurs win 2-1 against Crystal Palace. Bournemouth, Everton win 2-0. Yeah.
Okay. And then another big fixture. Mr. Man United, Leicester v Man United. So prediction and just
Straight to me.
yeah.
I feel we'll get something out of the game, whether it be a draw or win. I think I'll go with what Nilo said also previously with Chelsea. Depends on what happens tonight.
Yeah.
Because you win tonight, your tails are up, you're going up against Leicester, that you know Leicester has to come at you. Another point that is very important is we on the same points in terms of goal difference. And the points is the same. We win tonight against West Ham and we score 3 goals. 3-0. All of a sudden, Leicester has to beat us 3-0. So that sets us up nicely where they got to open up. And us on the transition, especially with Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, and Bruno adding that fourth guy up front, no more as a front three, you destined to score a goal. So I don't think Leicester would beat us by 3, but I do think it will be a tight game. However, I feel like United will probably make it 2-1 or 3-2 or something like that.
I think United will lose tonight
Hmm.
and win on the weekend and qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah,
I
also
did
think
say,
so.
I did say a couple of episodes back that I think I was in the first episode. I think I did mention it. I thought United would qualify for the Champions League, but I think you guys lose tonight. You win on the weekend, 1-0.
But why do
Beat
we lose
Leicester.
against West Ham though? What makes you think that?
Just think it's a bit of a bad. Maybe you go through a little run of bad, like bad results. Just a little dip of form, just before the last game. So that's what I think.
Sure.
I also think so because your players was some of them you couldn't see them in the previous game. Maybe I don't know if they're tired or what, but I don't know if he. But as you said, he made a lot of changes in the FA Cup game. But I also feel as United should have stuck to that 5 that's working for you up front. Right though. Let it be FA Cup League, that form that they had with that front, he's supposed to stick with it. Let it be FA Cup or League. Then I could have said today, you'll beat West Ham. But why I say West Ham also, they scored 7 goals last
2 games.
2 games.
But also the teams they played against. Who did they play against? They played Norwich.
Yeah, but it also
they
comes
play-
back to where you got your ones from.
Yeah, but remember we used to struggle against the low block. Like we struggled against teams that in the beginning of the season, all the teams we played took points from us because of playing so deep. We couldn't break teams down and stuff. I think West Ham, their points and their goals that they scored now came against teams that were struggling, like West Ham was, and just those small mistakes even from Norwich in the box. Where do you hear Antonio ever scoring 4 goals? You know, it's difficult to say Antonio's a 4 goals once a month type of player. He's not that type of player. And I think when it came for West Ham, it came at the right time now. I think even for us to play West Ham comes at the right time. Because I wouldn't want to play West Ham when they're fighting for their lives. Because I think the players that they have, even on the bench with Lanzini and all those players, they can easily come and fight knowing that it's difficult to get a job now after COVID. I want to stay in the Premier League. And that's the effort that they showed throughout. The only way West Ham will hurt me, I think, is from a set play.
But don't you feel that, like their next game, they see as a harder game than now?
I don't think so. I think coming to
Because
Old Trafford now, it's more challenging than before.
The confidence in
no, I'm talking about
I think my team also has confidence. I just think that what happened
They
after
need one
game
point.
was just a
Tired,
small.
they need 1 point to be safe.
Bruno is tired.
Bruno
is tired.
can be
Once-
tired, but
no,
when
no,
you
no.
know in the back of your mind that Martial is now on the pitch, Greenwood is now on the pitch, these are players that you've been playing with, getting good results with, the confidence is there with that group. All of a sudden, now you add James in, you add Fred into starting. By the patterns of play is totally different because you're playing now with 3 at the back, and also you don't want to make mistakes against Chelsea. The way they got their goals, they had collisions. The way we played on the day just didn't look like we woke up on the. It looked like we woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But I don't think United, after 1 loss, all of a sudden, everybody's not going to down tools. Everybody wants to play in the Champions League. United took 25% of what players were earning because they never got into the Champions League. Adidas took 24 million away because they never got into the Champions League. There's so much more to play for. And the likes of Paul, even if Paul leaves the club, he wants to know that I left the club knowing that they're playing Champions League. Bruno came to play Champions League. Martial wants to play Champions League. All these players want to play that. I think looking at my current squad and my lineup, they're going to go out tonight to go and fight till the end. I honestly feel that. So even if West Ham score 3 goals, we'll score 4. That's how I feel.
Milo? Leicester v United.
I see United beating Leicester 2-1.
2-1.
Leicester they haven't been performing well. Also inconsistent. I don't know. This is a new thing now since Corona. Like a lot of teams are inconsistent. The forms they had. I mean, even Liverpool. Yes, she's our champions now, but the results you were getting before and now, it's not what you would want, right? You said you are chasing that 100-point now. That you can't get that now, can you?
Mm-hmm.
You see, the form, all the forms has changed. I don't know. City's form has also changed. They've been scoring a lot now lately, so it's working. It's working for some people, but I don't see it working for Leicester. Leicester's.
But also, I feel for Brendan a bit there. For Brendan Rodgers.
I didn't.
You're losing Madison, guys. You lose Madison. You lose
No.
Ricardo, the right back.
No, he's done. He's taking them as far as he could. They need a little bit
Okay,
more.
but
They need
it's,
a little bit.
if I take out Salah out of your team, and I take out, like now we've seen the difference with Henderson missing. You take 2 or 3 players out of your team, you won't perform as fluidly as what Liverpool would, because they're crucial players. Madison is a crucial player, bro. He's that player that plays the final ball for
like-
Vardy.
I hear you. No, I hear you. Definitely, they definitely struggle with
So that's why I
outings,
say I
yeah.
feel for Brendan a little bit.
But also, it is what it is. Like they need a little bit more.
No, I'm happy.
They
It is
need
what
a
it
little
is.
bit
As a
more.
United supporter, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
I think they went as far as they could. Nilo, let's just wrap this thing up quickly. Man City v Norwich.
City winning that 4-0.
Okay, and then we got the champions, Newcastle v Liverpool. Hey, Liverpool playing away.
Liverpool win there 2-0.
2-0. Southampton v Sheffield.
I see a draw there 1-1.
1-1. Okay, and then let's just wrap it up, guys. West Ham v Aston Villa. I see Villa staying up, guys. They did well yesterday. They beat Arsenal, and I think because of Arsenal's result v Watford, I think Villa stay up and West Ham get the job done. But yeah, I'll say draw there. West Ham and Villa draw 1-1.
My prediction: Villa win 2-1 because they know this game is very important to them. If they win this one, they stay up. So they're gonna go all out, as you seen last night. Arsenal couldn't even get any shots on. No goal. So Villa win there 2-1.
I see Villa lose. I see Villa lose on the final day, but they still stay up because of the goal difference with Watford. I think Watford is going to take a little bit of a hit on the weekend. They'll lose by 2 or 3 goals. But Villa, I don't think they'll lose by more than 2 goals. Probably 2-1 or 3-1. But I'll go with Nilo in terms of a 2-1 result, but in West Ham's favour. Because Villa's been conceding goals. Villa only kept 6 clean sheets in the Premier League. So that's why even last night, they were fortunate with the header against the post that came off. They were so fortunate. Every time, in the last 25 minutes after that final drinks break, they're so vulnerable, especially from set pieces. I mean, what's the boy's name from Arsenal? Warlock?
Nketiah.
Nketiah.
Yeah,
Nketiah jumps above, what's his name? Mings. How's that possible? And you look at the average height of your West Ham players. I mean, West Ham is going to bully them from set plays. And that's unlike a Villa team, especially with the John Terry as your defensive coach. It's unlike them, but I do feel they're going to concede. I just think that they did enough yesterday. That 3 points yesterday takes them above. But I blame Watford's ownership for that.
Shano?
Villa 2-1. Only because West Ham's going to get the result tonight.
So they say.
So they won't go all out as Villa.
So,
No, serious.
no, I hear you. It's fine. That's not banter. You're genuine about that.
Okay.
So what you saying?
Oh, if I banter, I'll start with, I go straight to Chelsea. I speak about FA Cup.
We'll get for our next episode. So what did you say?
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
so that's
please. The United getting into the top 4. Shade.
I said that from the start.
Do that.
Okay.
You agree? No?
Yeah,
No, I'm asking, guys.
my
My people, no, listen,
Doesn't
my
matter,
people
man.
want
Follow
to
us
hear.
on social media. Follow us on social media. Twitter, Owens, at Owens Pod. Instagram, at Pod with the Owens. Get in touch with us with Gmail, Pod with the Owens at Gmail. Also, YouTube, it will be up. Throw your comments, any questions you have for us, anything you guys want us to discuss. And then, we'll be back next week with a new episode. So, we hope we have a great weekend of. Actually, we start tonight. We hope we have some good games to watch tonight. And we hope we finish it off well on Sunday. Bang!
Oh, Chelsea, we love
This
you.
episode is sponsored by the Heritage Savings Club in association with the Geek Institute.
Chihuahua.
Walk on! Walk on!